Hare Rama जन्माष्टमी महोत्सव की श्रील प्रभुपाद की
हरे हरे कृष्णा जन्माष्टमी महोत्सव की श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome all for the wonderful ceremony of Abhishekam on the occasion of Sri Krishna Janmashtami. So we thank all the sponsors for the pleasure of Sri Krishna Balaram Lordships. We read to the sponsors and for the well-being of their families. So, first sponsor is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj and His Grace Shashwat Chaitanya Das Prabhuji and family. His Grace Dhanasekaran Prabhuji and family. His Grace Deena Dayalu Chaitanya Das Prabhuji and family. His Grace Deena Pavana Murari Das Prabhuji and family. His Grace Anand Dinkar Kale Prabhuji and family. His Grace Jyoti Kumar Prabhuji and family. Bhaktin Apurva and Bhaktin Brinda, daughters of His Grace Achyuta Giridhar Das Prabhuji and Her Grace Rajrani Kirtida Devi Dashi Mataji. His Grace Suresh Kumar Prabhuji and family on the occasion of his son Bhakta Shriram Suresh Kumar's birthday. Hare Bol. His Grace Sunirmal Sakadev Das Prabhuji and his Shiva Sangan Bhaktiviksha devotees all together. Hare Krishna. Dr. Sunil Kumar Prabhuji and family. Shriman Sindhil Kumar Prabhuji and family. His Grace Munna Kumar Prabhuji and family. Hare Krishna. So any sponsors names missed, please contact us. Also any devotee who wish to sponsor for this Mahabhishekam, so please contact us. Also there is a special Mahabhishekam to Srila Prabhupada on the occasion of appearance day tomorrow. So devotees also can sponsor and participate and get the blessings of Prabhupada. So we thank all the devotees who are participated. Also many devotees who are sponsored this kind of bringing so much of milk, yogurt, honey. And His Grace Govindraj Prabhu brought 11 tender coconuts sponsored today. And many devotees offered for fruits and so many other kind of offerings. So please, anyone who wish to get the blessings on this special day, so which capacity which you have, you can participate on the special day of Janmashtami and get the blessings. We thank all the sponsors for the well-being of their Krishna conscious and healthy life family. We chant HareKrishnaHareRamaMantra together for all the sponsors. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. We'll continue the Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna
खड़े हुए हैं बहुत देर से, कृपया थोड़ा एडजस्ट कर लीजिए। जहाँ पे एक आदमी बैठ सकते हैं वहाँ पे दोनों को बैठने का जगह दीजिए प्लीज। आइए आगे, आज एक दिन के लिए एडजस्ट कर लीजिए, कल यही आदत पड़ जाएगा। आगे खड़ा हो जाओ। साढ़े 4 बजे से आके गाड़ी को नहीं पिकअप भेज दिएगा। हम लोग गाड़ी के देर से 6:30 बजे लगा। हरे कृष्णा बोलिए सर। कहाँ के लिए सर? सुबह होगा, कल मेरा फास्टिंग भी है। ओके प्रभु जी भगवान की कृपा, बिना फास्टिंग व बिना मेडिकल बहुत अच्छा कुछ नहीं खाने का। बढ़िया क्या खाएंगे? बढ़िया पर मेडिकल कराएगा, कंपनी फोन किया अभी नाश्ता पर नहीं करने का। प्लॉट निकालने का निकाल लो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। 5 मम्मी के 13 500 3 गर्मी में 11 बजे 3 टका अभी तो मैं 2 ग्राम हो जाता है। अरे वही 12 बजे हो जाएगी। अभी कौन पाएगा? 5 घंटा हो रही, 4-5 घंटा का 9 बजे ही पता टाइम किस टाइम मंदिर के 4 घंटा हो रही। 12 बजे बात करें चलने के लिए 12 बजे चढ़ा मिलते हैं।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So this is the day we've all been anxiously waiting for all week long. It is SriKrishnaJanmashtami. SriKrishnaJanmashtami Mahamantra ki jai. And this is not an ordinary Janmashtami, or a very, very special Janmashtami. It has to be on a Wednesday. Because actually Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the dark half of the month of Bhadra on a Wednesday. If Janmashtami comes on a Wednesday, most auspicious. The second most auspicious, if it comes on a Monday, because Krishna appeared in months coming down from the moon. We know the Surya-vans and Somavans. So he came, so if it comes on a Monday, it is the second most auspicious Janmashtami. It's an ordinary Janmashtami. So on this special day, we'll try to speak something about this wonderful utsav. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanandjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Tapitam Jena Putre Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Savadandigam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Panchakalpatrubhyascha Kirtanbhajan Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. So we'll speak some very secret things from Jiva Goswami's Gopal Shampoo and Nanda Vrindavan Shampoo. Many, many secret things are told there. So 5,000 years ago, there was a great king named Devamida. And Devamida, as was usual for Kshatriyas at that time, he had two wives. One of them was a Kshatriya, naturally. And the other wife was a Vaishya, which is also permitted. We can marry down, but we can't marry up. From the Kshatriya wife, he got a son named Surasen. You've all heard the name of Surasen, right? Surasen had a son named Vasudeva. From the Vaishya wife, he got a son named Parjanya Maharaj. And because he was born from the Vaishya wife, Jiva Goswami explains, then he was given, he was made the king of the Vaishyas, king of the Kauravas. And originally he made his kingdom in Nandagram, but due to disturbance of so many demons, he finally moved to Parjanya. Parjanya means cloud, so Parjanya Maharaj was just like a cloud, just like the cloud takes water from the earth up into the sky and then rains it down for the benefit of all living beings. So as a king, he took taxes from all the citizens, but he rained it down in so many welfare activities for the citizens. So he was just like a cloud. And he had 5 sons. Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, and Nanda. And we see Nanda Maharaj is the middle son. So when he became quite elderly, as was the tradition, he turned the kingdom over to his eldest son, Upananda. But one day, Upananda, he called a meeting of all the Kauravas. In that meeting, he began to describe the glories of Nanda Maharaj. It appeared that he had 5 mouths as he described Nanda Maharaj's glories. Nanda Maharaj became embarrassed. He put his head down. And he said, actually, Nanda Maharaj, he's more qualified than me to become the king. He made a proposal that Nanda Maharaj become the king of the Kauravas. Immediately, everybody unanimously passed this proposal and made a resolution that Nanda Maharaj become the king of the Kauravas. And everybody was very, very happy with this resolution. Our GBC, if they could pass a resolution that everybody was happy with, they'd be very happy. But this is Braj. Magic things can happen in Braj. In fact, we never see like this, because always we know the palace intrigue. The eldest son becomes the king, but the younger ones are making some plot how to knock him off. He knows they're making a plot, he's making a plot like this. We see like that. But that the elder son proposed that the younger son, the younger brother, become the king. This we never hear, but this is Braj. Magic things can happen. So Nanda Maharaj became the king of the Kauravas. In a nearby village, there was a very wonderful Gopa named Sumukha. And Sumukha had a lovely daughter named Yashoda. Just see, all the original Brajbasis have very sweet names. Yashoda, Yash Deni Wali. Kirtida, Kirti Deni Wali. Vrishabhanu's mother's name is Sukada, Sukteni Wali. All the original Brishbasis, they're all givers. Ab yab sab dene walon chala gaya, only lene wala rahe. So seeing their matching qualities, they arranged the marriage of Yasoda with Nanda Maharaj. And everyone was very, very happy under the rule of Nanda and Yasoda. And no difficulty whatsoever. Only there was one problem that was always beating in the hearts of all of the Brishvasis. That Nanda and Yasoda had no child. Many years passed, but they had no child. Meanwhile, we'll go to Mathura for a while. In Mathura, there was a very pious king named Ugrasen. And he was ruling very nicely over Mathura. And he had a very cruel son named Kans. Now, this is always confusing. Ugrasen was such a pious king. How he got such a horrible son? From Padma Purana, we find the answer to this. Maharaj Ugrasen was married to a very beautiful chaste lady named Padmavati from Vidarbha. Just like Rukmini is also from Vidarbha. And one time she went home to visit her father, the king of Vidarbha. And she was always a very, very favorite of the king, of all his daughters. She was a favorite. He pampered her like anything. So she stayed too long in Vidarbha. It wasn't actually proper. And she was enjoying like anything, because in a father's house, and she doesn't have to do, in her father-in-law's house, she has to do so much work. And everybody's always asking her to do this, do that, do this, do that. But in father's house, especially, he says he pampered her too much. And she was just like a princess. And one day she was enjoying in the garden near a mountain nearby. And one evil yaksha named Govila, the other name was Dramila. He happened to be passing by in the sky. And he saw the beauty of Padmavati, and he was struck with lust. And he was a very powerful yaksha, so he could understand that she was the wife of Ugrasen. So he took a form. He was able to change his form. He took a form just like we were saying, and began coming out of the forest. And Padmavati was so happy to see her husband. She said, how did he come here? There's yojanas and yojanas away. She was so happy to see her husband, and he took her to a secluded place and began to enjoy with her. At that time, seeing certain marks that were missing on his body, she understood that this is not my husband. But it was too late. She was already impregnated. And she wanted to do away with that child, but that voice came from the womb, there's no way that you can kill me. I am destined to. He was a reincarnation of Kalanemi, who had appeared to take revenge from Lord Krishna. So he's not the actual son of Ugrasen. This is how it happened. And Ugrasen had no daughters, but he always wanted a daughter, so his brother Devak gave him a beautiful daughter named Devaki. because she was like the sister of Thomas. And nearby there was, as we heard, Surasen had a wonderful son named Vasudeva. So it was arranged that Vasudeva and Devaki would become married. And everyone loved Vasudeva. Big, wonderful marriage ceremony took place. And at that time, Kans, he began to, at the very end of the last part of the marriage, Indian marriages go on for days and days. And we see they last and last. And once you've been through that days and days, they go, never again. So, now she's leaving her father's house, she's going to her father-in-law's house. So Prabhupada explains she may feel some difficulty, so sometimes one relative. So comes, he took up the reins of the chariot to drive her to the house of Vasudeva. And as they were passing through the streets, every street was decorated with festoons and so many things. And everybody was calling out, Devaki Vasudeva ki! Devaki Vasudeva ki! Everyone was very joyful. But suddenly there was a voice from the sky. Kans, you fool! You're driving the chariot of your sister, but you do not know the 8th child of your sister will kill you. Ato ala tera ka. Now Kans was a demon, so immediately demons, they can do anything for their own self-interest. So immediately he dropped the reins of the chariot, he pulled out his sword, he was ready to kill Devaki. And Vasudeva came in between and tried to reason with him. First he gave so many philosophical arguments that anyway death is born with the body, when is born he has to die, this, that, so many things, he gave so many examples. But Kans didn't want to hear it. He gave, just see, this is your sister, it's her wedding, this is a very inauspicious thing, your name will be ruined. Still he wasn't convinced. He was such a demon. So Vasudeva thought, anyway, let me somehow or other save Devaki's life. And if they're children, then I will see how to save them. So Vasudeva made the proposal to Kans, look, it's not your sister that you're afraid of, it's her sons. And who knows, may not be sons. And if they're sons, I give my word of honor. Any son born I will bring to you, and you can do as you like. Everyone knew that Vasudeva's word was just like gold. Kans's word was like stool, but Vasudeva's word was good as gold. So somehow or other Kans was a little moved. He saw the honor of Vasudeva, so he let them go. And it came to pass, after some time they had a child. Now we can just see the scene. This is Devaki's firstborn. She knows her husband has to keep his word. But she's looking at him with pleading eyes. Oh, take you. But she also knows her husband has to keep his word. Just imagine the scene. And he took that child from Devaki's arms, and she doesn't know if she'll ever see him again. And he went to Kansa's palace. Kans, by the association of Vasudeva, he became a little compassionate. Association is so important. Seeing Vasudeva keep his word like that, then he said, anyway, the oracle said the 8th child, so I have no fear from this child. You take him. Vasudeva was greatly relieved, but he knows he can't trust Kansa's word for anything. So as soon as he left, then our good friend Narad Muni appeared. He wants, if it goes on like this, it'll take a long time for Krishna to come. He wants Krishna to come quickly. So he took Kans aside and he said, Kans, Did you hear? All the devas and devis are taking birth in the Yadu, Bojika, Andhika dynasty, Vishnu dynasty. Did you hear? It's all over the internet. I read it on the Sampradaya Sun. And you know, these demigods, they can't be trusted. Who knows how they count? We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe they start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or wherever they start from. Any one of these children could be the 8th child. You don't know, these guys are very tricky fellows. Huh? So he somehow convinced Kans, and then Kans, he went to his ministers, who were all evil demons. By their association, he again became cruel. Huh? And immediately threw Vasudeva and Devaki in jail. And he took their child. Just imagine, we don't even want to imagine what demon Kans is. Right in front of the mother, he smashed his child on his foot. And then he made alliances with all the other demons, especially Jarasandha. And he even threw his own father, Rudrasen, in jail. And he took over the throne. And he began to torture all the cows and Brahmins and so many nasty things he did. So like this, year after year, one child was born, and as soon as Kans found out, he again killed that child. 6 children went. These were all Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, and Matsarya. Our dear friends. Lust, anger, greed, delusion, madness, and envy. We guard them very carefully in our hearts. So these all have to be cleaned out. Sanatana Goswami in his Tika, he explains that Kans represents material consciousness and Devaki is bhakti. Bhakti is afraid of material consciousness. By that fear, all these things are taken out. Then the 7th child appeared, and then 7th pregnancy was there. Then Krishna called Yogamaya. And he addressed her, "Hey Badri, O auspicious one." Because whenever Krishna gives some order, or the Guru gives some order, he also gives the Shakti to be able to fulfill that order. So he encouraged her, because he's going to ask her to do a heavy thing. Within her womb is Mahasankarshan, who holds all the planets on his head. And she has to take him and move him across the Jamuna to the womb of Rohini. This is a very heavy service. So he said, "Hey Badri, don't worry, you'll be able to do this." And because he's attracted to the womb of Rohini, Akarshan, he will be known as Sankarshan. Because he'll be very strong, he'll be known as Balabhadra. And because he'll give pleasure to all his relatives, he'll be known as Ram. So then everyone understood that 7th pregnancy was miscarriage. Then 8th pregnancy came. And within Devaki's womb was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. And she began glowing like the sun. The Kans became even more fearful. He became very fearful. And he was completely Krishna conscious. Day and night he was thinking about Krishna. He's so Krishna conscious, I'm envious. I can't be that Krishna conscious. Day and night, every second he was remembering Krishna. Just like one time, his servant came with a glass of water, nice silver glass. It was reflecting all the colors of the palace and sparkling and shining. And Kans saw his servant coming like that. He saw something shining and sparkly and colorful. And he called the guards, guards, that Dust has come, that rascal Krishna has come, kill him, kill him. Hey Maharaj, I just brought some water. Even seeing water, he was seeing Krishna. All our devotees, our Western devotees, the first word they learn in Hindi, Pani. Oh Prabhu, where's Pani? But even seeing Pani, comes with seeing Krishna. His cook brought a nice feast plate, nice silver thali with silver katoris, nice red tomato chutney, and green palak paneer, orange carrot halva, all very colorful preparations, all in silver, everything was shining and sparkling. And Kans looked, he said, guards, guards, that Dust has come, kill him, kill him, kill him. Hey Maharaj, I just brought your feast. Now tell me, tomorrow when they bring out that big feast, you see that big gulab jamun sitting on your plate. Are you thinking of Krishna? Touch below. But Kans, even seeing his food, he was seeing Krishna. He was married to the daughters of Jarasan, Asti and Prati. They decorated themselves very nicely, beautiful, colorful saris and nice crowns and jewelry. They came before their Swami. He looked. They said, guards, guards, Krishna Balaram, don't do staya, maro, maro. Hey Maharaj, was asked your wife. Now tell me the truth. When you see your wife, do you see Krishna? Kans even seeing his wife, he is so Krishna conscious, but his Krishna conscious not bhakti. Our Rupa Goswami says, anukul yena, we must be anukul. His bhav is pratikul, how to kill Krishna. So now we'll go back to Braj. So one day in Braj, one very strange lady appeared. She was dressed in saffron like a sadhvi, and she had two children that looked like her grandchildren, one boy and one girl. And suddenly she appeared in Braj. And the Brajvasis, they have too much faith on sadhus and sadhvis, so they all bow down. They ask, who are you? Where are you from? What is it that you desire? She said, I'm coming from Avantipur, Ujjain. And I'm the mother of Sandipani Muni. And these are my two grandchildren, Madhumangal and Nandimukhi. And I'm very expert in Jyotish. And I have understood and I have calculated that very soon Nanda and Yasoda will get a son. What did she say? Nanda and Yasoda will get a son. We thought she got a daughter. But if you see in the 5th chapter of the 10th canto, in the first verse in the purport, Prabhupada explains that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, using various pramans, has proved that Brajendranadan Shamsundar is the son of Nanda and Yasoda. We're going to hear about that now. So I want to have a little Paran Kuti, a little grass shack on the bank of the Ganga, Jamuna rather, so I can see this event. So immediately they built a little shack for her to sleep. One time she came to Nanda and Yasoda when they were alone, and she said, if you actually want to get a son, then you have to follow all the Ekadasis very, very, very carefully, for 1 full year. Because the Brajvasis are simple coward people, they don't necessarily follow Ekadasi. If you go on the Brajbranda Prikama with Lokanath Swami Maharaj, you'll see on Ekadasi day, they're still making the rotis. But now Now we're going to see the power of Ekadasi. If you're not following, you can learn from the older devotees here how to follow. You don't have to fast completely. Just follow her prasad, like tonight. So, now we'll see the power of Ekadasi. You follow the Ekadasi very carefully for 1 full year. So Nanda and Yasoda began to follow Ekadasi. Then one day, it was Magh Purnima night. Month of Magh, very cold. And Nanda Baba was sleeping underneath his nice warm rajai. And Mother Yasoda was on her bed, sleeping under her nice warm rajai. Suddenly Nanda Baba got a dream. In his dream, he saw this beautiful blackish boy with lovely lotus petal eyes, curly black hair, peacock feather. He saw this boy within his heart, blackish like a monsoon cloud, so beautiful. And as he watched, that boy went across the room and established himself in the heart of Mother Yasoda. As soon as he was established in the heart of Mother Yasoda, Nanda Baba's dream broke. He sat up on his bed. All his hairs were standing on end. Tears were falling from his eyes. His whole body was shaking. And he looked and he saw Mother Yasoda. She was also asleep. She was also sitting up on her bed. Her hair was standing on end. She was also shivering. Tears were coming from her eyes. They're so excited. They want to speak to each other, but they're so excited they can't speak. Nanda Baba said, and Mother Yasoda said, you, and Nanda Baba, you, and Mother Yasoda said, they can't talk to each other, they're so excited, but they understood. They both had the same dream at the very same time, simultaneously. And from that day, Mother Yasoda began to exhibit all the action, all the symptoms of being with child. And all the old ladies of the village understood. Because in America we say you could fool some of the people all of the time. All of the people some of the time, but you can't fool mom. So all the ladies, they understood. And the news went like garam jalebis through the village. The Mother Yasoda is with child. Nobody can wait. So finally, Mother Yasoda became very, very big. So in our old culture, there used to be one room in the house or one part of the house where called the Prasuti Garden, maternity room. So Mother Yasoda began to stay there with the midwife. Because old days we never went to hospital or anything. There was always ladies in the village who knew how to do everything. Even my daughter was born at home. And that naturopathic doctor who delivered her, he was one of these guys you never knew which eye to talk to, you know. He had a squeaky voice. He said, I delivered 500 babies in my lifetime. Only one time we had to go to the hospital. Not a disease. It's the most natural thing going on all day long all over the world. Why do you got to go to the doctor? Why do you go to the hospital? So the midwife began to stay with Mother Yasoda. Then, one day, it was the 8th day of the month of Bhadra, and the midwife, she went out in the evening, she went out to do some errands. Meanwhile, she was feeling a little tired. So she said, let me take a snap. Something between a sleep and a nap, we call that snap. And she lay down and she fell fast asleep. Meanwhile, Mother Yasoda was waiting, the nurse didn't come. So she went to sleep. She tried to go to sleep, but it's a very restless night. She can't sleep. Sometimes this side, sometimes that side, sometimes in the back, this side, back side, this side, that side. Finally, at the midnight, she realized a child is coming. And she's all alone by herself. I've lived in India for 40 years. I see all the mothers, they go home to their mother's house. They never had child, but mother had so many child. She knows what to do. They go to their mother's house. She's all alone. And she's not a spring chicken. The white hairs are coming. Huh? In their old age, they got their child. Anyway, anyhow, she gave birth to that baby girl. And from her heart, she didn't see, came a beautiful, blackish little boy. She had twins. This is why Mahamaya is known as the younger sister of Krishna. So, and she was so tired, no sleep. Now she went through the trauma of childbirth. She fell asleep and didn't know what happened. Meanwhile, now we'll go back to Mathura again. Suddenly, Vasudeva and Devaki, they saw right before their very eyes, Krishna came out, Vasudeva came out from Devaki's womb, and not in the ordinary way, but he appeared with beautiful pitambar dhoti, so many jewelry, beautiful helmet, and so many things. Child is not born like that, not in the ordinary way. And then they prayed, you please hide this form. And he told that now you take me across the Jamuna and trade me with the daughter of Mother Yasoda. So then, somehow or other, all the chains came loose. All the doors opened up automatic. We thought this automatic door was a new thing. This is from 5,000 years ago. They had automatic. So he took that child. Oh, one thing. Way at the end of 10th canto, we hear this secret thing. That when Krishna and Balaram came back from Gurukul, Mother Devaki said, you brought the sons of your teacher back from the dead. What about my sons? I'm your mother. So Krishna and Balaram, they brought back all the sons of Devaki. And Devaki, when she saw them, milk began to flow from her breast. And those children drank that milk, which was the prasadam. The verse specifically said it was the prasadam. How was it prasadam? Then Sanatana Goswami explained that Devaki knew that Vasudeva is going for a long way. So the child was hungry, she suckled Krishna. So that was actually her, prasad. So then Vasudeva, he carried Krishna in a surpi. Krishna should have come in a golden bassinet or something, but in a simple little surpi he was carrying her. And Anantashesh came to shade from a little bit of rain was coming. Not a little bit, a lot of rain. When they got to the Jamuna, Jamuna was in spate. And Vasudeva began to enter. And the water kept coming, rising higher and higher and higher. Finally, he was holding the child and he was calling out, Koi lo, koi lo, koi mila lala le lo, koi lo, koi lo, koi lo. So that ghat on the Mathura side became known as Koila Ghat. And now Braj Foundation has fixed it up wonderfully. It was all neglected. I saw a dirty place, but how beautiful. Diorama's nice place. And then Krishna put his foot outside the bucket and he touched the Jamuna. She wasn't rising from being full of water. She was rising with desire to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. Ankle deep and very easily he crossed her. And by Yogamaya potency, all the inhabitants of Braj were sound asleep. They didn't see Vasudeva come with Vasudeva. And he entered the Prasuti-gar, and he didn't see in the darkness that actually that Vasudeva, that Chaturbhujvali, he merged with the Brajanandan Shamsundar who was already there. Because in Krishna book, Prabhupada explains that all the avatars and expansions merge within the body of Brajanandan Shamsundar when he appears. And then he took that girl child and went back to Mathura. So, in the morning, the peacocks began to cry. Meow, meow, meow. light is gone. I left Mother Yasoda alone. She ran to the Prasuti car. She opened the door. She saw lying beside Mother Yasoda this beautiful blackish child like a monsoon cloud. Lovely lotus petal eyes, curly black hair, tiny little fingers and hands. In fact, one of his little fingers is stuck in his curls. He's trying to get it out. And she squealed with delight. And Mother Yasoda sat up and she saw that child. She just clasped him to her breast. And she thought, oh, he's so soft like butter. So beautiful like a blue lotus flower. Lovely lotus petal eyes, so wonderful, so sweet. And the nurse, she ran to the Goshala where the cowherd men were milking the cows. And everyone saw her come. They knew something special has happened. But she's so excited, she opened her mouth to make an announcement. But no sound came. And the cowherd men, Yasoda had child, a son. Then Nanda Baba, he almost fainted. He said, a son, huh? Oh, now we have to decorate the house with silver and gold to give charity to the Brahmins. We have to arrange a feast. We have to arrange charity. We have to... The other brother said, look, you go see your son. We'll take care of everything. Because in an old Bedi culture, all the brothers lived together with all their wives and everybody helped one another. So you go see, we'll take care of all the arrangements. Nanda Baba's feet are not even touching the ground. He's just diving and swimming in the ocean of transcendental bliss. He got the Prasuti Gar. He opened the door, but Mother Rohini has got there first. And Mother Rohini, she has a curtain like this, and her hand is out. Bakshish. Still today, if you go there to Gokul, they still do like that. Oh, these guys came from Bahrain, they got a lot of money. Okay. They shut the curtain, all right, give some money. So this is going on since 5,000 years. So Nanda Baba took the golden locket from his neck, he placed it, he gave it to Rohini, and Rohini pulled back that curtain. And Nanda Baba saw this beautiful child, like a lump of blue musk, with lovely, beautiful lotus petal eyes, curly black hair, and tiny little fingers and toes, and still his one finger stuck in his curl, and he can't get it out. And Nanda Baba, he broke open his treasury and began to give charity to everybody. He gave so much charity, he gave so much charity, he gave so much charity that those who were receiving the charity were thinking, we're not worthy to receive so much charity. Did we ever get experience like that? Janmashtami's coming, we go to our best donor. He gives us an envelope sealed. We go back to the temple, we open it up, and then we look. Looks like 1 or 2 zeros is missing. Like that we got experience. But this is Braj. Magic things can happen in Braj. He gave so much charity that those who receive it were thinking, we're not worthy to receive so much charity. And all the cowherd people came running because they heard the news. And they all began to sing and dance. Nandagara Nanda Bayo Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Nandagara Nanda Bayo Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Nandagara Nanda Bayo Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Jai Kaniya Lal Ki. Jai Kanhaiya Lal Ki. Jai Kanhaiya Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, 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 Nanna Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Hati Dini Goda Dini Mor Dini Bal 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 ki, Oh Nanda Gara Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, 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 Nanda Gara Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Jwanen ko hati gore puren gopal ki, Jwanen ko hati gore puren gopal ki, Jwanen ko gore puren gopal ki, Jwanen ko hati gore puren gopal ki, Nanda Gara Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Nanda Gara Nanda Bayo Lal ki, Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, 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 Nanda Gara Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Nanda Bayo Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Hati Dini Goda Dini Mor Dini Bal 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 ki, Nanda Gara नंद के लाला की जय, कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, जन्माष्टमी महामहोत्सव की जय. So this way the Brajvasis celebrated the first Janmashtami festival. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu Ji ki Leela Prabhupada ki
Hare Krishna, we have one special announcement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आप सबको सर्वप्रथम जो है श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. और आप सबसे निवेदन है कि जब किसी को जाना हो तो, क्योंकि हमारे दोनों एग्जिट ब्लॉक है, पर जब भी हो जिसको जाना हो कृपया धीरे धीरे जाए. दूसरे जो बाहर है उनको अंदर नहीं निकाल सकता. और ये विशेष प्रभु जी के दीनबंधु प्रभु जी ने ये किताब लिखी है, व्रज लीला गिरिराज द किंग ऑफ माउंटेन्स. तो प्रभु जी की लिखी हुई ये किताब है. और यह जो है जिस किसी को चाहिए तो आज प्रभु जी इसमें आज या कल भी आप ले सकते हैं. तो प्रभु जी फिर अपने हस्ताक्षर करके ये किताब देंगे. सो इफ एनीबडी वांट्स दिस बुक रिटन बाय दीनबंधु प्रभु जी, then Prabhuji is here with us, and it is an opportunity that we can get this book signed by Prabhuji. Hari Bol. And there is a small contribution for this, which is the small contribution for this. It is PD8 from Hare Krishna. And we have only few books remaining. So if anybody wants, can contact us. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So we will now. Hare Krishna. Now we will be having Kirtan.
फोटो लेना है. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हरे कृष्णा. अभी संकीर्तन जो है 10:30 बजे तक रहेगा. उसके बाद ड्रामा जो है 11:30 बजे तक रहेगा. 11:30 बजे का जो कीर्तन है टेम्पल हॉल में होगा. जो भी भक्ति यहीं पे है यहीं पे रहेंगे. वहाँ पे भीड़ बहुत ज्यादा है. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare
बाद में वो मेरे को छोड़ा नहीं, उधर ही रख दिया उसने। बाद में मेडिसिन और सलाइन देखे जब नॉर्मल हुआ और एक हाथ ऐसे ऐसे सुना होता है तो बहुत हैवी हो जाता है। जब लोग दवा मेडिसिन देके तो अच्छा बोलता है अब ठीक है कर आया तो मेरे को भी अभी भी कैसे सुना लगता है, पैर है ना हैवी लगता है कभी सामने तक फील नहीं करता, इसलिए डालते जा रहा है रात में।
हरे कृष्णा भक्त निवेद्या हरि नाम हरि नाम केवलम कलो नास्ति नास्ति गतिरन्यथा सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। नाम संकीर्तनायस्य सर्वपाप